All right. Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live this Thursday morning. Uh, Markets have not opened. I unfortunately will not be on for the opening of the markets, and we'll take a look at the futures to see where they are at. Let's go straight to screen share. We're going to stick to the shorter format. I will open up Q&A inside private Zooms, and then those will be available over the weekend going into the future. Happy to have this page up. Those interested in learning how to trade so you can make all of your own decisions, please check out tonebase.com, products and services on demand videos. And now we're going to go to the charts. I have one shout out, but I will do that a little bit later because I just want to go to the charts. Let's take a look and see what's going on. This is the monthly chart. I have not looked at the monthly chart in a long time. So we're going to glance at the oscillators, and whoa, the MACD is just out of control bullish. So is the RSI. I don't have any other metrics up. The monthly chart, I can't believe the month is, well, I'm sorry, I can't believe February is already over. We've already started March, and March has kicked off decently, and the monthly chart is still good. Now, this red line is where I'm going to be concerned on a monthly scale. Now, because this red line was there for the last candle, I can actually lower this red line, which means that Bitcoin can drop below $40,000 on the monthly chart without me being overly concerned. So I'm going to set this line for where the monthly chart needs to close for me to be concerned. And that would be below $39,000. If Bitcoin closes below 39,000, I would then be concerned on the monthly level. Let's go to the weekly chart. The weekly chart remains, oh, wow, it looks like we just dropped a little bit here because looks like we are below 49,000. That was not the case 30 minutes ago when I decided to make this video. But the weekly chart still does not look that bad. We continue to be in an uptrend. It would be nice to close this candle around the vicinity of the current week's high. We're already on Thursday, so more than half the week is over. I would say that if the weekly chart closes below 48,000, I would be concerned. So here's where my concern for the weekly chart, not overly concerned, but a little concerned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just glance at the weekly chart. We're going to look at the opening price, which is 45,000. We're going to look at the high price, which is 52,500. Well, opening was 45 and 45. I guess we'll use halves. To 52.5, the difference between them is approximately $7,000. So if I cut that in half, let's say 3,500. So we add 3,500 to 45,500, and that gives us, never do math on live air, even with a master's degree in financial engineering, but that gives me 49,000. So 49,000 is my complete halfway point. That means that if we close the week below 49,000, I am slightly more concerned than if we close above it. Crypto for you, thank you so much for your super chat donation. Much appreciated. Okay. Other than that, we're going to wait for the week to close. I am not overly concerned on a weekly scale, and I remain bullish on the weekly scale, looking for the third consecutive MRI top. All right, daily chart. Daily chart looked great yesterday by closing above the 20-period moving average. But remember what I said yesterday. I still need an entire candle, open to close, to be above the 20-period moving average. Ideally, the entire range of that candle, high to low, above that moving average. If that does not happen, the moving average continues to be resistance for the asset. Now, it was great when Bitcoin was flying high yesterday at above 52,000, almost hitting 53,000. However, it doesn't matter anymore because we are now back below the 20-period moving average. So as long as we are consolidating here, none of it really matters. Now, the next candle becomes a little bit critical because based on the MRI counts, the current candle will close as the fourth candle in the series. But in order to maintain the series, we will need a close above, what was the close on that candle? Above 49,000. So we will need a close higher than current price tomorrow in order to maintain the bullish count of the MRI. So we're not out of the woods, but from a daily perspective, I do not see any trouble on the daily chart until we do make a new lower close. So only at the close, so I'm going to draw a line here. If we close below yesterday's low, which is very similar to yesterday's open, but if we close below this blue line, and I'm going to make this line red, I would then be concerned about the price of Bitcoin. Until that happens, I am completely neutral, and I don't assume that it's going to happen because we did get a close above the 20-period moving average. Because we closed above it, I'm a little more optimistic than I otherwise would be. But as long as we maintain the close above this red line, there is not much to worry about. I drew this red arrow 2 days ago as this candle was starting to form, because until proven otherwise, we do have to assume rejection of the 20-period moving average. But as long as we don't close above this red line, I'm not anticipating that arrow. The moment we close above this red line, which currently sits at $48,100, let's say $48,000. We close below 48,000 on the daily, I will anticipate very low 40,000s, and the new all-time high break is going to be delayed. This is a 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart could give us a nice buying opportunity in a couple of candles when it becomes an MRI buy. Ideally, I would love to time it with the 200-period moving average, just like it happened right here. Here we bounced right off the 200-period moving average back at the end of February on the 4-hour chart. It would have been nice if it timed us with the MRI, but it came up about 3 candles shy. I would love to pick it up again. This green line doesn't matter to me anymore because now we've established a secondary low. I don't want to go below this low. If the price of Bitcoin does fall below 47,500 and stays in that vicinity, I would, of course, anticipate the hit of the 200-period moving average at 46,000, and the 4-hour chart doesn't tell us anything beyond that. Freddie, thank you so much for your super chat as well. Shout out from Shipset Bay. Yeah, oh man, I was back in high school. I used to hang out in those areas all the time, though I did not go to Shipset Bay High School. We will see where GBTC opens. It has been a complete disaster for the GBTC premium, which is why I picked up a little GBTC yesterday. We'll see how that works out. We'll probably get it at a lower price today, since the price of Bitcoin has dropped a little bit since yesterday. I am overall bullish. I'm not expecting this drop to last much longer. Gold, I continue to be bearish on gold. The market is not that bad. I mean, I don't like the fact that we are now fully below the moving average. That is another reversal candle similar to the last one. As long as we are holding the MRI support line, I am not overly concerned about the stock market. The moment we get a daily close below 3,765, I would then anticipate a much deeper pullback, probably taking out these lows at 3,665. The monthly chart tells me that this is not a month to go long or short, but if the monthly chart drops below 37.40, then it would be potential to go short on a monthly level. The weekly chart, same thing. That's my line in the sand. It's the same line. I can probably lower it a smidge right there. Below that line, I become way more bearish on the S&P 500. Should I bother checking Best Buy? I'm going to keep an eye on the bond index as well, but I want to check BBY for no other reason than see what's happening with the MRI. Remember what I said yesterday about my little education here? We're going to wait and see. I'm going to see what happens later today. So tomorrow's video, I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to check it out tomorrow. Shitcoin Death Watch continues to be delayed. Unfortunately, we never got a daily close below 1%. So I have to keep this chart up until I can finally remove it. I'm looking forward to finally clearing a little more of the mempool this weekend. It looks like we're headed that way. We continue flirting with the green zone. So hopefully, sub 8 Satoshi per byte transactions will get to clear this weekend. If you're interested in trading, please check out my free tutorial on trading, because trading without any education will only get you into a lot of trouble. You can probably still get yourself into trouble with proper education, but at least you have a chance. So please check that out. Oh, the shout out that I was going to give is, I was going to give a shout out to the YouTube channel Four Flies. He is here in Dubai, and I've been hanging out with Sammy from Four Flies. This is his videos are, so I went in the other direction. I went into the 10-minute videos. He does like 2-hour videos. So last night I came over to him, and I joined him on his stream right there for some Q&A. So those that are interested, check it out right there. So I joined, stop by Four Flies' YouTube channel, on the channel at his office right there. All right. So just a shout out to Sammy. All right. I got to see Carl to the Moon again. So maybe I'll swing by his channel one more time as well. So many Bitcoiners here, YouTubers. I mean, Dubai is great for certain things. All right. That's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please check out tonevays.com. Those that do become interested in trading with the MRI, check it out at tonevays.com, product services, MRI indicator. A lot of info coming next week on both the financial summit and unconfiscatable. Hopefully we will have venues and registration will open. Julio, thank you so much for your generous super chat. What's my opinion on earning interest on Bitcoin? I don't like it. I do not advise you earning interest on Bitcoin, because that involves you giving up your private key. And holding on to your private key is way more important than a few, percentage points on your Bitcoin. Earn your Bitcoin in other ways. Buy your Bitcoin from a fiat job. Do not jeopardize your private keys. It's probably the most important, well, maybe not the most important thing you own, but it's certainly the most important digital thing you own. And you will never get that Bitcoin back if someone takes it from you. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.